Hey everyone, Steven here, and today I'm reviewing the K16 portable monitor from Kado, which is a brand by Scepter. With all my reviews, I cover the specs first before getting into what I like, potentially don't like, in the gray area before wrapping the video up. With that being said, let's get into the specs. The K16 is a 15.6-inch IPS panel monitor with a 1080p resolution and a 60Hz refresh rate at a 12 millisecond gray-to-gray response time. This has a typical brightness of 200 nits, a typical contrast ratio of 800:1, a dynamic contrast ratio of 1,000,000 to 1, and covers 47% of the NTSC color gamut. This has two 1-watt speakers at 8 ohms that I'll do a sound test for in a little bit, and for ports, you have two USB Type-C ports. One will be used to power the device, and you have one mini HDMI port. These are going to be on the left-hand side of the monitor, and on the right-hand side you have the power button, menu button that doubles as a volume button, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. For power, this will require at least 8 watts, and it doesn't have any power pass-through, so this isn't going to charge any of your devices. Keep that in mind. Inside of the box, you get the monitor, two USB Type-C cables, a mini HDMI to regular HDMI cable, a portable stand, and the user manual. The portable stand here is unique to this item. I haven't seen this with any other portable monitors that I've reviewed. I'm going to showcase footage in a little bit of me actually setting that up and the angles that you can actually use this at, which these seem to range from like just slightly below vertical to about 45 degrees. The monitor here weighs 1.52 pounds without this stand. Next, let's do the sound test really quick and then get into some of the panel menu settings. For the panel menu, you click in the dial on the right hand side twice, and once you're in the main part of the menu, you have 4 tabs: Quick Start, Picture, Color, and System. Now I won't cover all of the settings available here, but I do want to showcase the picture presets and color temperature. For the picture presets, you have Standard, User, Movie, Eco, FPS, and RTS. The panel overall seems a bit on the dim side, so you might want to bump the brightness up and adjust the gamma. For most of this video, I've had this on the FPS preset with the brightness at 90 and gamma at 2 or 2.2 with the color temperature on user, which, speaking of the color temperature, you have normal, cool, user, advanced settings, and warm. User allows you to adjust the RGB colors, while advanced lets you adjust cyan, magenta, and yellow. So now that I've covered the specs and some of the panel menu settings, let's get into what I like about the K16, starting with the price, which is very affordable. This sits at $79.99 normally, but usually has a discount or coupon that brings this down anywhere from $5 to $20. Taking this price into consideration, I will be judging this off of that. Now the panel itself takes a little bit of work to get the visuals to a more vibrant spot, and it's not the brightest portable monitor on the market, but it's also half the price of other entry-level portable monitors. So there's a trade out here, but after adjusting the panel, you can get this to look pretty good. The speakers here are solid, and Kado could have left them out with this price tag, and it would still be a good deal, but having them here just improves the overall appeal, and these get really loud for a portable monitor. Next, this offers the same large variability of uses that other portable monitors have, especially with the inclusion of the mini HDMI port and cable. For consoles, this works pretty good, but you will have limitations here based on the panel specs. 1080p at 60Hz is really your only option here, but at this size and pixel density, it looks really good. Now, it's not going to best a 2 or 4K monitor on the visual end, or have the smoothness of a 120Hz panel, but those are double to quadruple the price tag of this. This monitor also pairs really well with handhelds, with most of those having enough power to really run games at 720 or 1080p at 60Hz, matching the specs of this monitor quite nicely. For laptop users, this gets you an extra screen if you need to expand your workspace or to use it in a presentation for a client. For content creators, this is a nice thing to have around when needing to read a script for a video, or for streamers, you can put this behind your keyboard or another location so that you can have your chat pulled up right there so you can see it. The potential use cases are large here, and I won't be able to cover all of them, such as pairing this with a phone for watching content on a larger screen when traveling, but you get the idea here. Shifting over now to the negatives, I'm happy to report I don't have any standout ones, as I didn't run into any issues with this monitor. And again, considering the price tag here, I have to judge this based off of that, and this delivers what it's advertising with the specs and the performance here. Shifting over to the gray area though, I do have a handful of those, starting with the stand, which I really like, but I don't know if everyone will. The adjustments this offers has more variability than some of the kickstand covers you see with a lot of the portable monitors, which those usually have 2 positions to them, with some ability to set it on the in-between space of these positions, but it's not very secure. Here you have more positions and all of them are decently secure. This allowed me to set this up at a way better angle under my main monitor to read the script for this video, which was more natural to my reading angle compared to the other portable monitors I reviewed. The downside is that this is a separate object that you'll need to carry around with you, and it may be easy to lose track of. This also doesn't double as a protective sleeve like the other stands, so you don't really have any other protection for this unless you buy a sleeve and or a screen protector, which increases the overall cost of the device now. So this is a trade-out, and although I like it, you might consider your use cases before making a final purchasing decision on this, or just plan on getting the protective sleeve and screen protector for this. Next, the panel's overall vibrancy, even after adjusting the panel settings, is a bit on the low side. It's not that it can't look good, it's just that it's a very noticeable difference if you have this sitting next to a very vibrant screen. So this isn't going to be a monitor to do lots of color accurate work in Photoshop or Premiere Pro, for example. The NTSC coverage is 47%, but I was able to find out that the sRGB percentage is 65%. So just looking at those, again, if you need high color accuracy, this just isn't going to be a monitor that will suit those needs. But if you're needing this for regular content consumption, gaming, some light workflow stuff, presentations, etc., this is going to be great. So that's going to wrap up the gray area, and in conclusion, this portable monitor from Kado offers a solid amount of performance and a good range of use cases with a price point that is a fraction of other portable monitors on the market. If you have any questions about this, let me know in the comment section. If you want to pick this up, I will have a link for this in the description, along with some of the other items that I've actually talked about in this, like the screen protector or the protective sleeves, if you want to get those as well. And that's going to wrap this one up. If you like the video, hit the like button for me, as it helps the channel out. If you want to continue to follow along with all my content, hit the subscribe button for me. And as always, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.